The cybersecurity of a nation, of course, is both national and international issue. And the first response has to be national, and each nation has to have a clear understanding what different stakeholders are doing in order to provide cyber resilience. There has to be the incident response system, the private-public partnership, also the mechanism to address cybercrime, the first legal framework to address cybercrime. And secondly, the international perspective is also necessary because as cyberspace is very interconnected, everything that happens in cyberspace usually is international. And in order to provide the proper resilience for the country, you have to be also aware of the threats which are attacking most of the technological systems, and these are usually well known in all international networks first before they reach your country. And so therefore, from the technology perspective, knowing what happens outside of your country is important. The Europe is quite prepared for cyber threats because there is the European Union legislation providing the harmonized framework for addressing cybercrime. There is the European Union legislation for a minimum level of cyber resilience in each country. And the European Union member states also cooperate quite a bit amongst each other in order to make sure that they are prepared for cyber threats. I would think that the European Union countries are quite well prepared. But of course, we cannot rule out that there will be the threats which will be still significant, and there is certainly always the room for development when it comes to these new threats and emerging technologies. As for the technologies developing, we of course know that the threats also are growing. But at the same time, there are the ways to mitigate the threats already at the outset, because in recent years, there has been quite a lot of discussion about the security by design in technologies. The European Union is setting up now the certification framework, which is supposed to certify the products that will be connected to the internet in terms of security label of this product. So I think this will be very important to make sure that when we are entering the Internet of Things era, that all the products, all the IT gadgets which are connected to the internet will have security by design set in. And there are ways to actually make sure that the technology itself is more secure. Fake news, disinformation, deep fakes, and everything what we have seen already in the social media, of course, is a serious issue, and we have to mitigate this. We have to take some measures in order to agree with the social media platforms how to provide for the solution of maybe eliminating the fake content. And I think this kind of public-private partnership is emerging there, and there is some progress happening. But I think these are the serious issues that need to be addressed. Yeah.